I grew up with parents who really, I wondered why they got married. My father was not healthy at the time, and there was some physical abuse, some emotional abuse, and she was only 17 when she married him. So several years later, she realized, big mistake. And so we moved from Fort Wayne, Indiana to South Central Los Angeles. I have a great amount of respect for how she turned her life around upon leaving my father. I was 11 at the time, I had a cousin who was 12. I was like, Gary, we must find a Cub Scout troop in the neighborhood. And Gary at the time looked at me and he said, you know what, that kind of stuff will get you hurt and it will get you killed here in South LA. So let me show you what you need to say and not say. That cousin of mine ended up doing 25 to life. I know that if Gary had had a positive role model in his life, he would be a Fortune 500 at a company right now because he's just that brilliant. He went in a different pathway, and that's what made me get passionate about, man, I want to invest in young people's lives so that they have a reasoned chance to be what all they were created to be.
The Male Success Alliance program or organization, movement, you can call it so many things. Him initiating programs like that was extremely essential on this campus, on other campuses.
What the Male Success Alliance has done is it's given men a voice that's not necessarily connected to what our culture says, this is what it means to be a man.
It really serves as a support for those young men and helping them to begin to address some of those things that young men don't necessarily have the opportunity to talk about when they're growing up. Relationships, our dreams and our goals, our fears, what's going on in our families, and how is all of this affecting how we perceive school, and also inspiring those young men to be change agents in their communities.
He's had a huge impact on this campus. I mean, again, Male Success Alliance, our Tenured Excellence program, the growth of our bridge programs, EOP, and those are just a few pieces. But I think the institutionalization of a lot of these things that didn't exist really before his presence on this campus.
Students are more at promise than they are at risk. And while we don't ignore some of the risk variables, we speak to the promise.
My senior year, I lost my dad, and it was affecting me academically. And Dr. Franklin, he reeled me back in and said, you know what, I lost my mom 6 months ago. I know how you feel. Others may tell you that, hey, you'll get over it, time will heal everything, but it doesn't. But you can push forward because now it's more important than ever for you to finish because now you're representing your father's legacy, and you're carrying on as one of his young sons, the culture of the family. Dr. Franklin came to my dad's funeral. He's never met my dad, so something like that is I ended up graduating, 4 months after my dad passed. So, yeah.
His legacy will be one of opening people's eyes to the opportunities that they have and to the greatness that's within them, and that we can do so much more than what the rest of our society or what other people around us may perceive that we can. And they may not be on the same page, but that your present location doesn't determine your destination. That there's greatness within you, and that he's the one who helps spark that for them, and as well as nurture it for many of us.